The famous American dream promises that anybody can succeed if they work hard enough, that you can achieve a higher class through merit. But do we know what merit really is? Our definition of merit is broken. We need to reimagine what meritocracy actually looks like so it's accessible. I'm Dr. Anna Kalschmidt. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist, and I research the unwritten rules of work for the working class. Arguably, the most famous person in my field right now is Dr. Adam Grant, and he is quoted in Business Insider as saying that there's a big difference between demanding and demeaning. Demanding sets clear expectations for people. Demeaning is inciting fear and being derogatory. A lot of companies are returning to this right now and being brought to the federal government. Microsoft implemented a stacked ranking system in the 2010s and lost 50% of their market cap because people stopped being innovative and supporting each other and started throwing each other under the bus instead. This stopped under Nadella, but as we see here in this headline, it's coming back. And Microsoft isn't the only one, or the Silicon Valley giants right now. The Wells Fargo scandal, where they found that a lot of employees were making fraudulent accounts, was because the company set standards that were too high. They were literally not attainable. And I'm all for high standards, but they set standards so high on how many accounts their employees had to open that it was not feasible for the American public to buy that many accounts. They wanted everybody to take out all of their loans in that one place, and there literally weren't enough people eligible to take out enough loans. You can set high standards, but when they're not realistic for the economic state of the people buying from you, and for the non-Americans, realize that while we have the highest, really high GDP and we're the wealthiest country, we have so much economic inequality that the median American salary is $70,000 a year, which I know sounds high, but when you take in our cost of living, it's not high enough for everybody to be buying a bunch of stuff and taking out multiple accounts. The result was a huge scandal that cost Wells Fargo a lot of money, though arguably they make so much money that obviously they're still standing. But it was a big deal and lost them a lot of trust. To have true meritocracy, we need to have performance evaluations that are job relevant, that are ethical, and that are attainable. True meritocracy isn't about pitting people against each other. It's about recognizing our interdependence and creating environments where everybody can contribute the best of themselves to make something better. The data is unambiguous that when companies have psychologically safe environments where people can bring new ideas and disagree respectfully and brainstorm and not just be in fear, that these companies attract better talent and make more money in the long term. And they do so consistently. Social mobility requires more than individual effort. It does require individual effort, but it also requires systems and performance evaluations that make sense and are realistic. The most successful companies don't raise the bar so high that people commit fraud. They raise it by lifting people up and upskilling. The true path to excellence is through community, not fear.